Welcome back to another episode of the Nebraska Prep Zone podcast, sponsored by MD West One, Nebraska's most advanced sports medicine, orthopedics, neurosurgery, and spine care covering Greater Omaha for over 70 years. On this episode, I am pleased to be joined by Scottsbluff native Dru Kuxhausen. Dru, how are we doing today?
I'm doing good, Mike. How are you?
I'm good, man. It's I feel like it's been a long time since I've seen your face, like, you know, live, I guess, live enough in person. Is this in person? This is not in person, but
yeah, it has been a while. I ain't seen you in a minute.
Yeah, since probably high school.
Yeah.
So a couple of things. Let's start with a few things. One is you were one of the country's top three-point shooters as far as Division I basketball. And I guess I should say now at McNeese State, went to Scottsbluff High School, Shadron for a year, then Western Nebraska Community College, and then McNeese State, right?
Yep.
And your junior year was this past year?
Yep.
All right. So, and you were fifth in the country in field goal percentage, just over 50%, right?
Yep.
From 3-point. Sorry if I didn't say that. Known shooter your whole life. I think for me, since the first time I saw you play in 8th grade, I was like, whoa, this kid can really shoot the ball. So who taught you that shot? How did it develop? What's the story behind the 3-point shot for you and how you, I guess, got so good at it?
With me shooting, that always started with my dad. He showed me how to shoot, and he would always take me to the gym when I was younger. And, you know, I think a lot of kids work on different things, but when we went to the gym, he would always make sure that I worked on my shot and my form. And he would make sure I had that down first, and we would start out close, and we would work our way out. And then once I got to the point where I could shoot threes, I kind of just was able to get kind of good at that. But yeah, my dad, he always pushed me to be a really good shooter, and he's the one that showed me my form and showed me the rights and wrongs of shooting.
What the range though is like, you know, we're talking, I guess the easiest comparison is Steph Curry range, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Why do you shoot it from that deep? Is it just a confidence thing? Like whenever you shoot the ball, it's going in?
A little bit of his confidence. I think more of the time for me, it's an easier shot where you don't even have to, the defense is probably not on you that deep, where if you have that range, you can just let it fly. And so I think that's more my mindset, taking those deep ones.
What is, something, I guess, because you had a long-ish road, right, to get to Division I.
Right.
Dream of yours, something that you always wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And being a kid from Scottsbluff, frankly, it's a little harder, right,
Right.
to accomplish that, just because of the location of where you live. Nothing more than that, and that's a fact.
Right.
What's the 1, 2, maybe 3 things for the next Dru Kuxhausen from Scottsbluff, or, you know, out there world land that doesn't have maybe the same, you know, sort of, I guess, exposure that most kids do, you know, just thinking of Nebraska from Omaha and Lincoln. What's that message to that next kid?
I would just say to work hard. I mean, if you work hard and work on your skills, you're going to get better every day. And like you said, it might be a little harder for kids like in Western Nebraska to get seen. And I think it is, but at the same time, another thing would just be staying ready, because at some point you're going to get the opportunity to show someone. And I mean, if you put in the work and you stay in the gym and you're ready for that opportunity, and then you take advantage of that opportunity, then I mean, there's no reason you can't do what I did, or even do more.
Speaking of do what you did, you have transformed your body.
Yeah.
How? I mean, or is it just a diet thing, or what all went into that?
Yeah, I knew I had to change my body when I left Shadron. I was just kind of overweight and couldn't move very well, and that didn't help my game out any. So I knew I had to lose some weight. And honestly, still for me right now, I just really got to watch what I eat, and I just eat a lot better and just stay in the gym. And that seemed to work for me. But, yeah, a lot of it is just diet and just being able to make sure that I can keep my weight down and move, because that really helps my game out a lot.
You're back at McNeese, right, for individual or voluntary workouts? Is that right?
Yeah, I've been here the whole time.
How's that been going? Have you been tested for COVID probably multiple times, I'm guessing, and all those things?
Yeah, I've been tested for it about a few weeks ago, and it came back negative. So, we've just been in the gym. We can't really do anything with our coaches, so just been trying to stay in the gym and just get working by myself until the team shows up and all that.
Imagine that, you getting working by yourself shooting basketballs.
Got to keep up with it.
That's people that know you know that's kind of a regular thing, right?
Yeah, that's my favorite thing.
Favorite thing to do in the world is in a gym by yourself shooting basketballs.
For sure.
Really? Wow.
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay, so here's a couple of easy ones for you, maybe. Your favorite high school memory?
Favorite high school memory?
Could be basketball court or something else or whatever. Anything.
I would say favorite high school memory was probably being able to score 52 in a game my junior year. That was probably my favorite thing.
Clearly, obviously, that's the best game you've played, right?
Mm-hmm.
In high school?
Yeah, I would say so.
Is there like a close second?
A second game, I would say my senior year in the semifinals against Aurora. I would say that game sticks out a little bit to me.
Why?
I don't know. It was kind of a bigger game. I think I scored more points in that game too, but just being able to win and then go back to the state championship, that was pretty big for us.
What okay, so favorite Coach Siskey memory from high school?
Oh man. Favorite Coach Siskey moment probably when I can't remember if my freshman or sophomore year, but we had won a tournament in Gillette, and Siskey came in and he talked to us a little bit, and then he started dancing, and everyone just went crazy.
Whoa, wow.
But that's my favorite Siskey moment.
Do you okay, favorite, well, okay, you don't have to say one unless it's one because I know how that works, but favorite teammate that you played with in high school?
Favorite teammate that I played with in high school?
Doesn't have to be the best. Favorite.
Oh, my favorite teammate in high school to play with was Braden Lofink.
Why?
That was my dude. He had moved to Scottsbluff, I think, in 7th grade, and we was just really good friends. But he just seemed to understand the game a lot better, and then we just really played well together. He was the point guard when we were seniors and stuff, but I really enjoyed playing with him.
Who was the guy that you kind of looked up to? Was there someone maybe in Scottsbluff or something as far as basketball is concerned?
Yeah, there was dudes in Scottsbluff when I was growing up. I looked up to dudes like Zach Clemens and Rich Williams, and I even looked up to Trent Harris, with him being 2 years older than me. But all those dudes I just named, they all worked really hard and honestly set good examples for me. So
who's better, you or Michael Haddon?
Oh man, Michael Haddon was good. I remember him watching all growing up. I mean, I don't know. I'd like to say I'm better, but I don't know.
He's one of the more like underrated kind of guys out. I mean, he was really good in high school.
He was. I remember when I was like, I think 7th or 8th grade, I remember watching him tear it up at state. I mean, he was getting to the rack on everyone. So,
do you remember? Okay, favorite Scottsbluff Gehring moment?
Um, I would say
Favorite or most memorable? Maybe not favorite. Memorable would be the word.
most memorable, probably my freshman year. We played them. We played them at the end of the year. I think we had split with them in the regular season. Then we played them at the end of the year at Gearing, and they beat us pretty good. And then we had turned around and played them at Western Nebraska to go to state, and we ended up beating them. That was probably the most memorable moment, just because that was probably their best year in a while, and they had just knocked us out. So, and then we had beat them to go to state. So that was probably it.
That rivalry is pretty big, right?
Yeah, it was really big. That's what I was saying. My freshman year, that's why I remember it most, is because it was real crazy. They had a good team, and we had a decent team. So there's a lot of people at that last game.
How often do you make it back to Scottsbluff? Do you still kind of follow along with what's going on out there?
I haven't. I mean, I've been gone for over a year now, and I've only been home for a week, so I haven't been back a lot. But I do try and keep up with the people in Scottsbluff, like still the kids I went to school with that are at Scottsbluff that play, and even WNCC and all that, and Shattern State. I like to keep track of all those dudes that I used to go to school with. Okay,
looking ahead to this year, hopefully there is a this year, fingers crossed. What are some of your goals, whether it be individual or team goals that you have?
I say a big goal for me this year is just for our team to have a better year and have a chance at winning the conference tournament, and hopefully, win the conference tournament, go to the NCAA tournament, or just make some kind of postseason tournament and to keep playing on, but just to have a successful season this year for my last year.
All right, Dru, that'll do it for me. I appreciate your time and jumping on here. Good to see you, even though it's the closest thing we can do, like to in person. And tell your dad not to beat me up next time I see him.
All right, I will. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. Yeah, bye.
As the official team doctors for high school and college teams across Greater Omaha, MD West One Sports Med Doctors can get you back into the game, stronger than ever. Meet the Sports Med team at mdwest1.com or call 402-390-4111.